So today the integral we're looking at is this one right here. It's the integral from 1 to the square root of 3 of the arctangent of 1 over x dx. And you could actually find the antiderivative of this, I think, pretty easily. It's not a terribly difficult integral. And once you have the antiderivative, you just apply the bounds of integration and you're done. But that would be lame because I couldn't show off integration by inversion. So we're going to solve it my way. Let's start off by taking a graph. Technically, you probably don't have to do a graph first, but we're going to, because it will help clarify a little bit of what's going on. We know that as x goes to 0 from the positive side, 1 over x goes to infinity, and so the arctangent of 1 over x is going to go to pi over 2. And we also know that as x goes to infinity, 1 over x is going to go to 0, and the arctangent is actually going to go to 0. Right? And let's draw it for the moment as being concave down, because if you plug this into your graphing calculator or into Desmos, better yet, you'll find that it's concave down. You can also see this by just graphing arctangent of x and then, inverting it through x equals 1, kind of like inversion by reciprocation, as the case may be. In any case, let's mark off a few important points. So on this graph, here are the points of interest. When x equals 1, that's our leftmost bound of integration, we've got the point 1, comma, pi over 4. And when x equals root 3, we have a point at the square root of 3, comma, pi over 6. Okay, that doesn't seem very useful. Now, what is this integral actually asking us to find? It's asking us to find the area of this region that I'm kind of shading in. That's fine. And again, we could solve this normally, but notice something interesting. This region, it's nothing but a rectangle and then a curvy bit. The rectangle we could very easily find the area of, because all 4 of these points are known points. And we know the height of the rectangle, we know the width of the rectangle, and we can actually get our answer right away. Now, what we don't know so easily is this curvy section. That's why we need the integral at all. But there's actually another region that contains this curved section and a rectangle, and it's this region right here. Now, let's invert. Take a look at this region. And you'll start to notice that this is an integral as well. It's not this integral. It's the integral of whatever this function is, and this is going to give x as a function of y, because remember, this is our x-axis, and this is our y-axis. And if we integrate it from whatever these 2 points are, although actually we know that this is pi over 4 to pi over 6, because it's the other way around, pi over 6 to pi over 4, we know that we're going to get this area. And that's got our curvy bit and our rectangle. And it seems like we can take this integral, subtract this rectangle, and add back this rectangle, and we'll have our original answer. Okay, so let's start with our equation y equals arctangent of 1 over x, which is our definition here. We're going to take the tangent of both sides. The tangent of arctangent of 1 over x is simply 1 over x. The tangent of y is just, the tangent of y. And if we take the reciprocal of both of these sides, we're going to get x is equal to the cotangent of y. And if we wanted to write the area under this curve with an integral, that's just going to be the integral from pi over 6 to pi over 4 of cotangent of y dy. Now, this integral is actually really easy to evaluate. The solution is a very simple u substitution. I'm not going to write the entire solution out right now, because I want to get to the point. So I will just kind of state that this is equal to the natural log of the sine of y evaluated over our limits of integration. And this is kind of interesting, right? Because, okay, sine of 1/4. Okay, that's just root 2 over 2. Sine of pi over 6 is just, 1/2. Subtracting two natural logs is the same as just dividing the arguments, so we're going to get root 2 over 2 over 1 over 2, and it's just going to give us the natural log of the square root of 2. So we now know that the integral of cotangent of y dy on our particular bounds of integration is nothing other than the natural log of the square root of 2. And that gives us this whole section. But there's more to it, because we need to get rid of whatever is in here first. Well, this won't be as hard as it looks, because, okay, what's the width of this? Well, let's see. It's going to be pi over 4 minus pi over 6. If we write these both over 12, we'll get 3 pi over 12 minus 2 pi over 12. And that's just pi over 12. The height of this, or the height, it looks like the width here, is just 1. And so the area of this blue box is pi over 12. And now you might be asking yourself, what's the area of the red box? To find the area of the red box, we're going to say that it has a width of still pi over 4. Ooh, sorry. It's got a width of root 3 minus 1. Multiplied by a height of pi over 6. Which means that its total area is equal to pi times the square root of 3 over 6 minus pi regular divided by 6. And now all we have to do is take these three expressions, this integral, this box, and this box, and turn them into this integral. Clearly, we're going to take the integral, lop off the blue box, and then add back the red box. So we're going to get the natural log of the square root of 2 minus, I should write this in blue, actually, natural log of the square root of 2 minus the blue box, pi over 12, and then we're going to simply add back what was in the red box. So plus pi times root 3 over 6 minus pi over 6. And if we simplify this out, right, we're going to get, let's see, all written over 12. This is going to be minus pi over 12 minus 2 pi over 12 is 3 pi over 12. So that's going to be minus pi over 4 plus pi root 3 over 6 plus natural log of 2. So our final answer is going to be our integral is equal to natural log of root 2 plus pi root 3 over 6 minus pi over 4. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment with your thoughts or any other cool problems you've solved using integration by inversion. Share this with your friends. Tell them to share it with their friends and do all of the other things I just said. Have a good one.
So who's your favorite kid from Zoom?
Probably Bernadette.
Can you do the Bernadette thing?
Were you filming that?